Have you ever wondered how parenting styles can shape a person's behavior, particularly narcissism in males? Let's delve into the realm of authoritarian parenting to understand its intricate dynamics. Characterized by a stern and controlling approach, this parenting style is often marked by strict discipline, high expectations, and limited emotional warmth. The authoritarian parent is the indisputable lawmaker, laying out the rules without room for negotiation. They demand obedience and conformity, often placing a high value on discipline and respect for authority. Now you might be wondering, how does this parenting style potentially contribute to the development of narcissistic behaviors in males? Well, children raised in such an environment might grow up with a distorted sense of self. The constant pressure to conform can lead to a suppressed sense of individuality, sparking an overcompensation in adulthood in the form of narcissism. Narcissism, as we know, is a personality trait characterized by an inflated sense of self-importance, a deep need for excessive attention and admiration, and a lack of empathy for others. The child, in his quest to gain approval from a demanding parent, might develop an inflated self-image, masking deep-seated insecurities and self-doubt. Moreover, the limited emotional warmth in authoritarian households can lead to difficulty in forming deep, meaningful relationships later in life. The child learns to associate love and affection with achievement and obedience, which can result in a transactional approach to relationships. In extreme cases, this could manifest as manipulative tendencies and a lack of empathy, hallmarks of narcissistic behavior. In the context of male children, societal norms and expectations can further exacerbate these traits. The pressure to be strong, assertive, and independent might push the child to adopt a facade of invulnerability, reinforcing narcissistic tendencies. So by understanding the characteristics of authoritarian parenting, we can begin to unravel the complex factors that might contribute to narcissistic behaviors in males. This understanding is crucial as it allows us to recognize potential patterns, intervene when necessary, and foster healthier relationships. Understanding these parenting traits is the first step in recognizing their potential influence on narcissistic behaviors. How does authoritarian parenting contribute to a narcissist's need for control? Consider this. Authoritarian parenting is characterized by strict rules and high expectations. The child's individuality and autonomy are often suppressed, and obedience is demanded. This power dynamic can shape a child's understanding of relationships, where control becomes synonymous with love and respect. Fast forward to adulthood. This individual, now shaped by the authoritarian mold, may strive to replicate the familiar power dynamics in their interpersonal relationships. The need for control, deeply ingrained, becomes a driving force. It feeds their sense of self-worth, their validation. It's not about the thrill of power, but rather the fear of losing it, the fear of vulnerability, of being on equal footing. A balance of power feels foreign, uncomfortable, even threatening. In essence, the authoritarian upbringing sets the stage for a pursuit of control and dominance, creating a cycle that can be challenging to break. The seeds of control and power struggles can often be traced back to an authoritarian upbringing. Why might a narcissist struggle with empathy? This question takes us into a deeper exploration of the roots of a narcissist's lack of empathy. It often starts in childhood, particularly in households characterized by authoritarian parenting. In such environments, emotional warmth and understanding are often in short supply. Children are taught to prioritize obedience over emotional expression, leading to an emotional disconnect. This disconnect can turn into a lack of empathy as the child grows, especially if they're not given the tools to understand or express their own emotions. This lack of emotional understanding can result in a narcissistic personality. Narcissists, as a result, often struggle to connect with the emotions of others because they have not learned to connect with their own. It's not that they choose to lack empathy, but rather they've been conditioned through their upbringing to suppress emotional understanding. A lack of empathy is a common trait among narcissists, often rooted in their upbringing. How does an authoritarian upbringing influence a narcissist's approach to relationships? This question brings us to the heart of the matter. A narcissist who has been raised by authoritarian parents may approach intimate relationships with a need for control and a lack of empathy, both hallmarks of their upbringing. They might demand unquestioning compliance from their partner, mirroring the strict rules and expectations they faced as a child. This demand for control often leads to an imbalance of power, with the narcissist firmly holding the reins. Furthermore, the lack of empathy rooted in their upbringing may make it difficult for them to understand or value their partner's feelings and needs. This emotional disconnect can lead to a relationship marked by misunderstanding, dissatisfaction, and emotional distress. In the most extreme cases, this dynamic can even lead to emotional or psychological abuse, further complicating the relationship. The echoes of a strict upbringing can have profound effects on a narcissist's intimate relationships. What are some early signs of authoritarian upbringing in a narcissist? This question is crucial for understanding and navigating relationships with those who exhibit narcissistic traits. Some signs to watch for include a strong need for control, often extending to minor details. This may manifest as rigidity in routines or an inability to handle unexpected changes. Next, look out for a lack of empathy. Narcissists raised in authoritarian homes may struggle to recognize or value the feelings and needs of others. They may also exhibit an inflated sense of self-importance, often expecting praise or admiration for minimal effort. Another sign is the constant need for validation and affirmation. They might react strongly to criticism or perceive slights, demonstrating hypersensitivity. Lastly, they may struggle with emotional expression, often suppressing their feelings or expressing them in unhealthy ways. Recognizing these warning signs can provide crucial insights into a narcissist's upbringing. How can women cope with manipulative tactics from narcissists with an authoritarian upbringing? Manipulative tactics are often masked under the guise of charm and charisma. However, it's important to recognize them for what they are, a strategy to control and dominate. First, understand that it's not your fault. You are not to blame for their behavior. Second, trust your instincts. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't dismiss your feelings or allow them to be invalidated. Third, establish your boundaries and stick to them. You have the right to say no and to protect your emotional well-being. Fourth, seek professional help if needed. Therapists and counselors can provide valuable insight and tools to navigate these complex situations. Finally, remember that you are not alone. There are support networks available to help you through this journey. Understanding and coping with these tactics is a crucial step in dealing with narcissists. How can women establish healthy boundaries with narcissists? Now, that's a question that deserves an answer. You see, setting healthy boundaries isn't just about saying no. It's about understanding and respecting your own value. It's about making clear what is acceptable and what is not and standing firm in that. So, how do you do it? Start by identifying what you're comfortable with and what you're not. Be honest with yourself and trust your feelings. Once you've established your boundaries, communicate them clearly. Make sure your words and actions align. If someone crosses these boundaries, it's crucial to address it immediately. Remember, it's not about controlling the other person, it's about maintaining your own well-being. You have every right to protect your emotional space. It may be challenging, especially when dealing with a narcissist, but it's essential for your own peace of mind. Establishing healthy boundaries is a powerful tool in managing relationships with narcissists. How can women build emotional resilience when dealing with narcissists? This is a question that many women grapple with, and the answer lies in cultivating self-worth and self-love. Emotional resilience is not a destination, but a journey. It is about understanding and acknowledging your emotions, and then learning to manage them effectively. Start by practicing self-care. This might mean setting aside time each day for relaxation and introspection. It's also about taking care of your physical health, as a healthy body often leads to a healthy mind. Next, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps you stay present and focused, rather than getting lost in negative thoughts or fears about the future. It's a powerful tool for building emotional resilience. Finally, cultivate a positive self-image. Remember, your worth is not dependent on anyone else's opinion or treatment of you. You are deserving of respect and kindness simply because you are you. Building emotional resilience is key to navigating relationships with narcissists. Why is seeking support essential when dealing with narcissists? Well, the complexities of relationships with narcissists raised in authoritarian environments can feel overwhelming. It's crucial to remember that you don't need to navigate these challenges alone. Finding support can take various forms. Trusted friends and family can provide emotional bolstering, offering a listening ear, a comforting shoulder, or even just the reassurance that you're not alone in your experiences. They can be your safe harbor amidst the storm. However, sometimes the issues at hand may require professional guidance. Therapists, counselors, or support groups can provide expert insights and strategies tailored to your specific situation. These professionals can help you understand the dynamics at play, validate your feelings, and equip you with skills to deal with narcissistic behavior effectively. So don't underestimate the power of reaching out. The journey may be tough, but with the right support, you can navigate through it with strength and resilience. Remember, you don't have to face this journey alone. Support is available. How can women reclaim their power when dealing with narcissists? It's a question that many find themselves asking in the face of difficult relationships. The key lies in understanding your worth and asserting your independence. You have the right to express your feelings and needs and to have them respected. Assertiveness is not aggression, but rather a way to communicate with honesty and clarity. It's about standing firm in your truth, even in the face of manipulation or control. Maintaining independence is another crucial piece of the puzzle. This means cultivating a life outside of the relationship, pursuing personal interests, and nurturing supportive friendships. Independence is a form of self-care, a way to protect your emotional well-being. Lastly, don't forget self-compassion. It's okay to have moments of doubt or weakness. What matters is that you treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Remember, you have the power to navigate these challenges and protect your emotional well-being.